So my next question is more of a multiple question. The first part is like, in addition to The Giver, like, what other books did you read like on your journey that helped you get to where you are right now? Like what helped you go from being an asshole to the guy that knows a guy?
Um, so what's interesting is I knew a lot of the concepts. I didn't realize I wasn't executing on them.
Mm,
Because I mean, I listened to Zig Ziglar CDs and Tony Brian Tracy, a few others like that. I got about 20, close to 20 years ago now. Wow. I got a copy of Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi,
mm,
which is the first networking book I read. I read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I learned a lot from that. Didn't execute on it for many years, but I learned a lot from it. I think I read that. I think I may have read it in college.
mm.
And so I thought I was doing it. Wasn't. Thought I was doing it. Just took life to smack me awake. Let's see. Some of the other great books I have learned from.
I take it you're looking at your bookcase right now.
I'm looking at my bookcase. Yeah. So someone gave me a copy of Ask Gary Vee,
Mm,
which is basically transcripts from his episodes. I'd never heard of him before, and at the time I read it, I'm like, this is brilliant. So there was a lot that I learned from there. See that there's what's his name, Herb Cohen. He wrote books on negotiation, which are pretty fascinating.
nice.
And the audiobooks are great because he's got this Brooklyn lawyer kind of accent. There's some books you just need to listen to read by the author, and that is one of them. So that was good. Yeah. I listened to a lot of audiobooks over the years that kind of brought me to this point. And then recently I read The Four Agreements,
Okay.
which is a very, very powerful book. And the great thing about it is you read it, because some books you read it and you're like, okay, what did I learn from that book? Because there's so many little nuanced things. The Four Agreements, it's four agreements. So once you've read the book, you just look up the four agreements again, and you remember all it's agreement and then explanation. Agreement, explanation. So once you understand the explanation, you can just shorthand it into the four agreements. So it's a very well written book
Nice.
along those lines.